What's up, everybody? Just here bringing the brand new video. We're going to be talking about the OTS reprints in this video, so let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to be talking about every single card in this set, but I'm probably going to be talking about the ones that are most important, especially in the commons realm, because I believe that there are actually a few commons that are quite interesting to be in, and that are here, and I wanted to talk about them. And the first card I want to talk about is Vanity's Fiend. This card doesn't need to be here as an ultimate rare. Maybe a super rare, but not an ultimate rare. This card, I know why it's here though. It's because of the Monarch stuff, so, I mean, sure, whatever. Bountiful Artemis. Bountiful Artemis has only had 2 prints, one a super and one a common. I believe this card was in a structured deck. Oh no. It was a super reprint in Dark Revelations Volume 4. And it got a common print, original common print in the Enemy of Justice, which as it says right here. And it's only like I don't know why this is. I understand why this is here, considering that it only has 2 reprints ever. But counter fairies aren't doing anything. I mean, sure, Ariadne on its own is probably doing something, but Bountiful Artemis is currently not doing anything. So consider the fact that it's on a searchable fairy type. It's not. It's not very popular right now. The deck's not very popular right now, so I don't understand why this is here. Maybe if it was a reprint as a common, or maybe if it got a gold reprint instead, this card probably would be a bit better to be reprinted. But as it stands, I don't think an ultimate rare Bountiful Artemis was on people's radars, what people wanted. So I feel as though that. I mean, I guess they were kind of listening, but I guess it was a little too late. If this card probably came out in Astral Pack 8, when Bosch was starting to come around, when Ariadne was circulating around, and Bountiful Artemis just randomly shot up, this probably would be justified. But as of right now, I think it's a little too late. Darklaw, there's actually a picture of Darklaw, and I actually like this reprint. I think Darklaw is pretty good. Mass heroes and heroes in general are still really good, despite the fact they're not doing very well right now. It's a very good competitive deck that pretty much anybody can pick up and play. And I see this card. I see heroes like I see Blackwings. They're always going to get some sort of report. They're always going to get some version of support, or they're always going to get some variety of play. They're going to see some play, or they're going to get something like that, or something like this. By the way, here's the reprint of Darklaw. And in my opinion, it looks great. They did a really good job on this card. It looks fantastic. So I'm going to probably try to pick up a few, mostly because I like ultimate rares. So next we're going to move on to the supers. We have 4 performance cards here. We have Skull Crobat Joker, Monkey Board, Lizard Draw, and Gee Turtle. These are fine reprints. I feel as though that Skull Crobat and Monkey Board probably should not have been printed as commons to begin with. Not because they're accessible and easy to get, but because, well, they're just way too good to be commons. And Lizard Draw and Gee Turtle are fine reprints. I can see why people want these to be birdie bumped. Lizard Draw has recently just made its way into Perform Pals. The same thing with Gee Turtle. So, Typhoon. This card's really weird. I don't understand why this is here, but I mean, I guess so. It's currently, I don't remember this card seeing any play. It's $5 for some reason according to the store. Okay, I just don't understand. Don't want to like what I knew about this card. Dynaster. This card's fine. I actually don't mind this. It's a rarity bump, and it's actually pretty good. So, Ironwall. This card's fine. Cosmo. Inferno Patrouille. I mean, I guess so. It's not particular. I mean, Inferno aren't seeing any play right now, or they're not seeing much play right now. But hey, it's a welcome reprint, I guess. And Anti-Spell Fragrance. People are actually really. As am I. I am really happy to see this card here. However, I don't think this card is going to be very. I don't think this card is going to be very cheap. Still. Despite the fact that it's getting another reprint, or getting a new reprint, this card is probably still going to be very expensive, simply because it's still going to be very useful for the time being, at least until we're out of this pendulum era. Until we're out of the pendulum era, then we'll probably not. This card will probably be more easily accessible at a cheaper price. But still a very welcome reprint, and I think that alone will probably sell the set. So. That and Dark Claw will probably just sell this set on its own. Next, we're going to focus on some of the commons. Advanced Zone. For those of you who don't know what this card does, or what this card is basically a better version of Tribes and Tribulation. In fact, it's, in my opinion, it's far superior. This card, I'll read it to you because it has a card text here conveniently for you. Once per turn, during the end phase of any turn in which you tribute summon a monster or monsters, you could apply the effects depending on the number of monsters you tributed for the tribute summons this turn. 1 or more, destroy 1 set card your opponent controls. 2 or more, draw 1 card. Or 3 or more, add 1 monster from your graveyard to your hand. Now, the reason why I say this card is good is because it's a continuous effect. Continuous effects have always been superior to one-time effects. And so I feel as though that this card's fine. It's a good change. It's a good reprint. So, and it kind of sticks it to people who didn't really want to invest in this card. Because I believe this card is far better than Tribes of Tribulation and it ever will be. Because it's just really good. Next we have Cyber Dragon Nova. This card is fine. It's a good reprint. We're not going to talk about these cards. Michael doesn't... I don't know why this is here. I mean, I guess so. But it really doesn't need to be here. It's kind of weird. But... hey, whatever. It only has one print. It's only had one print, so I suppose it's fine. So. And Zombie Warrior. For those of you who don't know what this card is, Zombie Warrior is this thing right here. It's a fusion monster that we don't have yet in the TCG, and that's the only reason why Skull Servant and Battle Warrior are printed. It's because of this. It's because of Zombie Warrior. Zombie Warrior is not going to see much meta play, or if any. It's probably not going to see any play, but it's a fine card. I mean, we don't have it yet, so it's not terrible. I'm not going to talk about Mizuki because it's easy to get. Summoning Curse is a common already. Monster Gate. Why is this card not super? I will never understand. This card is probably the only card in the Inferno Arsenal that's probably not hollow right now, other than a Tundell, which probably could have gotten the super rare reprint as well. They could have done a lot of things for that art type to make it a bit more shiny. So, and Monster Gate is one of those cards. So. Allure Darkness, I guess so. Even though it's already easy to get, it already has a common reprint that's like Sense. Flying Sea, it's a fine reprint. I mean, it's only good against the Tellarknights and Burning Abyss, which are currently not very good right now. Burning Abyss is seeing some play, but Tellarknights certainly aren't. Not to say that they're a bad deck. It's just that, I mean, it doesn't really warrant a preprint if the decks that are good against it aren't very good as of right now. Offerings to the Doomed. Again, this card could have been super rare, and people will probably have looked at it the same way as Typhoon. In fact, I probably would recommend this card to switch places with Typhoon because it would be easy. It would be a lot better because Offerings to the Doomed is far better than Typhoon right now. So, and also, it makes this video kind of irrelevant now because it talks about it talks about the ban list and OTS reprints of supposed leaks. So I don't remember. I'll have to see if I remember what I put in that video, but. It's kind of, whatever, it doesn't even matter because everything here is irrelevant. Other than those few things that we already know about, everything is here. Everything is fine. So, anyway, I'm gonna let you go. So anyway, this has been just only nuts, and I will see you guys next time. This is later, guys.